Hasbro sent me a ton of Nerf Elite Jr blasters. Let's take a look at them. Before we get any further into this review though, I've had some very distinct issues with some of the blasters that come from the darts and just general overall inconsistency. I understand the ethos of the line, and we'll get into that a little bit later. However, just wanted to put that up front because I think that's the most important thing to know. All right, that said, let's get into it. There's some pretty interesting things going on with Nerf Jr. In fact, I really love the ethos of the line, making blasters specifically geared towards younger players. Because let's face it, we've all seen the pictures on the internet of the tiniest little kids with the biggest giant blasters. As funny as it is, they often have trouble and difficulty using them without any sort of parental help. Enter Nerf Elite Jr. I will say right off the bat, they knocked it out of the park with this. Everything top to bottom is designed for players with smaller hands. The grips are smaller. The draw distance on the prime is smaller. The trigger is oversized so you can use multiple fingers to squeeze it and fire the darts. Every single one of the blasters so far is front-loaded, making it extremely easy to top off the darts. Dart storage, sights, everything you could possibly think of that little kids love is in one of these blasters. The most complicated one is the Rambler, and it's an 8-dart barrel with a pump grip. That's as complicated as this gets. So, from the standpoint of designing everything so that a smaller child can use these, absolutely nailed it. The only thing that would have been nice to include, thinking in general terms of something designed for kids, is some eye protection. But let's get into each one of the blasters and talk a little bit more about it. The first blaster I opened up was the Flyer, and I think of this as the Nerf Elite Jr Fire Strike. You load the darts, you pull back on the very short priming handle, and you let it fly. Performance-wise, we're gonna see a decrease in performance. This is specifically designed for younger kids. What I've noticed though is that the included darts vary wildly. The included 8-dart storage fits pretty snugly so that you don't have to worry about the darts falling out as you're jumping over couches, running through the house, however you play your Nerf battles at home. Love the color, love the design. This is one of my favorite blasters in this line. Now let's talk about the Explorer, my least favorite blaster in this entire line because it's the one that's given me the most problems. It has to do with the barrels on the right and left. The barrel on the top fires typically just fine. All right, that was extremely weak. Now let's try one of the side barrels. It worked that time. Now let's try a few other darts. You'll see the problem that I'm gonna run into. Aha, on the second time we got it. This, unfortunately, is a really common problem with the Nerf Elite Jr Explorer. It's not exclusively the dart's problem because if I use this exact same dart in another blaster, the Flyer, for example, it will fly. There seems to be an issue not only with the darts, but something in the air restrictors within the Explorer. When we're talking about a line specifically designed for kids and making it as frustration-free as possible, having the darts not leave the barrel is the ultimate frustration. I'm not sure what the solution is other than just don't buy this one. The next Elite Jr blasters that I unboxed was the Scoutfire and the Cadet. This is a 2-pack. I think it was called the Ultimate Starter Kit. I'll link that short video above. Now let's try the Scoutfire. And now try the Cadet. Thankfully, through my testing, those two blasters have worked. The performance varies based on the dart, but we have one more blaster to talk about. This is the Rambler, and it's the big marquee blaster of this line. It comes with an appropriately sized stock that's actually kind of cute, a pump to prime grip, and an 8-dart barrel. So let's see how this works. This one does not have slam fire, even though it would have been a great candidate to have the junior nerfers among us learn what that feature is. And if you don't mind the junior level performance, it's a good blaster in its own right. Oh hey, if you like reviews of toys and blasters, be sure to subscribe to this channel, click that bell for notifications, and like this video, because that's what the cool people do. All right, back to the video. Let's loop back to the Explorer. Can I get darts to work on either side of the barrel consistently? The answer is yes, but it's kind of embarrassing for the line because you have to use non-Nerf darts with it. Oh. Just kidding, there's more issues to this blaster that have yet to be uncovered. Go figure. Here's the thing, I'm rooting for this line. I think there is absolutely a case, and I think they've laid a beautiful framework for making Nerf blasters for younger players. Everything from the design to the function just is perfect perfectly done for a smaller Nerfer. The issue squarely comes down to execution and the inconsistency with the blaster, as well as the darts. If those two issues get ironed out quickly, I think there's a case for this line sticking around for a long time. However, when you're designing toys that are specifically designed to eliminate frustration and ease of use, only to then not work, is unfortunately one of those things where the lofty aspirations don't meet the reality of the product in hand. This is a tough one. In the comment section below, let me know what you think of the Nerf Jr. line as a concept, because I think we can all agree that the blaster working consistently is a prerequisite for any sort of recommendation. At this point, if you have somebody who's on the younger side looking to get into Nerf, I think there's a lot of other products out there right now, while the issues of this one get ironed out. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.